subscribe to my channels.
Active as ever. What's up, all? What's up, Fish Vibes people? I'm seeing a reflection with the light in the background there. So the Tiger Barbs continue to be very active. But guys, it's been a while since I gave an update on this Tiger Barb tank. In my early videos, the last one I posted I think was in February of this year, 2021. That particular video and the one before it would have been talking about tank mates and just giving general update on how the Tiger Barbs are coexisting with other types of tank fishes. Guys, the net update on that as of today is that didn't progress very well, guys. As some of you would know, for those who remember, I would have had 4 each, 7 different Tiger Barbs. 7 different ones, colors that is mainly, and 4 of each. So that would have been 28 Tiger Barbs. That's not the case anymore, guys. I've lost a lot of Tiger Barbs. Let me see if I could give an idea of what has happened since. You see there's 1 red Tiger Barb, you see him there? So that means 3 of them would have died. A number of them I would still have like 2 and 3 of them, the green ones. I have I think 3 of those. And likewise the original Tiger Barb, I have 3 of those. The lemon, two lemons. Pink, I think I have 2 pink. Where's the peach? This is a peach one here. I think, guys, I have 3 peach. I think I have 3 peach. And then the emerald. They were the last ones that I got in. They remain the smallest. They haven't really gotten much so big. I think I have about 2 of these guys, 2 emeralds. I think that's all the colors. I think that's the 7 colors I had, guys. So I've lost in all colors, but I've been able to, I could comfortably say that the original Tiger Barb, the peach, and the green, I've lost 1 each of those. So let me just do a quick check on the 7 I have. It's red, it's pink, it's peach, it's lemon. Red, pink, peach, lemon, and then emerald, the original Tiger Barb, brownish color, and the green. Right, so that's the 7 colors. Guys, and look at this. Look at that tail, guys. Now, clearly, something is snipping out this Tiger Barb tail, guys. That is not any kind of fin rot or anything like that. Now, the only thing I could say is, was this fish born like this? I can't remember seeing that. Something like that would have stood out. I did observe it the other day with that tail snipped out there. What in here could have done that, guys? Which brings me to the tank meat updates. Now, I had a number of different fish I put here. I put some dwarf gourmets. I put these fish that I love. I can't remember. They seem to evade me now. But the zebra danios continue to be consistent as tank mates, guys. They continue to be able to hold their own with these tiger barbs, right? Rams. I had the golden ram, the neon blue ram, and the German rams. I have no more of those guys. No more rams. No more dwarf gourmets. I think those were the two main fishes I did try to introduce apart from the zebra danios. Yeah, and those guys never made it. Now, the question is, they did not make it because they weren't good tank mates. Did the tiger barbs give them too much? Were they overrun by the tiger barbs? When it comes to those rams, I would want to say that from all the research I've done with rams and other people who seem to have success with them, the temperature that you need to run your tank with, I would need to introduce a heater in my tank to get to that temperature for their good existence. Because these rams, and it's consistent. I've had rams before, the same way these guys, the last guys died with the tiger barbs, is the same way they died even before when I had them without the tiger barbs. So I would want to say the rams died because the conditions in this tank is not satisfactory for them. And I don't know if I'm really willing to set up a tank dedicated for rams and then go get a heater and all of that. So I'll safely say I'll no longer stress out rams by having them because I just don't have the conditions that is satisfactory for them. Guys, you all see how quickly those guys ate out those bloodworms? That was 2 blocks of bloodworms I put in here. And they just destroyed that. And that's one thing, they continue to be extremely active tiger barbs. And some of them have gotten pretty big too, eh? Especially like the green and the peach. Look at the size of this bugger here. And this peach one here, he's one of the bigger ones. Very nice, robust, and then of course the original tiger barbs, the brown original colors, they are chunky too. But I did notice the pinks never got off to any big size. The reds normally have a nice chunky way about them too, but I've lost most of the reds, so this one is just a regular size red. And of course the emerald never, they never really grew much bigger. Okay, and as for the dwarf gourmets, I mean, would I say that the tiger barbs made their life stressful? Yeah, I would say that. I mean, you would see the tiger barbs would off and on nip them when they're passing by. Not frequently. After time, it was less harassment, but they would have engaged them. But I did lose them. Now, why did I lose all those fish, guys? Why did I lose all those fish? Is it because I'm a poor fish keeper? I would say some of that, to be honest with you guys. You know, I won't try to sugarcoat things. I have a high pressure filter that's running this tank, right? And the water quality remain crystal clear. Now, the last time I did an update on this tank when it had the full complement of stock was in February, right? We're in October, the end of October. What is that, 9 months, give or take? I think I allowed my visual of the water quality get the better of me in terms of doing water change. The truth is, for that full period, I did change this water twice. And from February, I would have changed the water, I think it was somewhere in August, which was about 7 months later. And then between August and October, I did another water change after recognizing that even though the water quality was looking pristine as it is looking right now, I suspect the water quality was still breaking down. Now the truth is, these fish don't get a lot of food. The food I feed them is not a heavy type food. It's a very high quality food, and apart from the bloodworms, it's high quality pellets and fish stock and very healthy food. And these guys, I would only feed them enough for they to eat. That's the truth. And so as such, there was hardly any waste. I mean, these guys are small fish in a 55-gallon. So there's no real waste in this tank. So as far as I'm concerned, I could have pushed the limits and not necessarily be doing water changes every minute. But I just felt as if not changing the water adequately enough, I started losing fish one by one. So I didn't lose the fish all at once. As I said, the rams, I'm giving that a pass. That's a temperature thing. So I'm done with rams. But as for these tiger barbs and those that I lost, and I think the gouramis too to some extent, that is everything to do with water quality, I would say. Even though I'm using this, and this high pressure filter is rated for about 500 gallons, if not more, water volume. This is a 55-gallon tank. Water is turning here, filtering here very frequently. Now the pump is not a big pump. I took one of the smaller of these pumps, right? So I would say this water is in an hour is turning over about 5-6 times. I would safely say about 5-6 times this water is turning over here in an hour, if not more, guys, if not more. I mean, you could see that water shower there. I don't know, it might be hard to watch that and try to figure out how much times a 55-gallon at that rate flowing back in, constantly cycling, how much that is. But that's it, I estimated to 5-6 times. So based on that alone, I would have thought that, this tank could have sustained itself at 2 times a year servicing. From how I look at it now, though, I know that 4 times a year would be better. So would I get more tiger barbs and increase the stock? No. I still need to understand what is that nipping that has taken place with that tiger barb and its tail. Is it one of the plecos that did that? I have the royal pleco and the zebra plecos, 2 zebra plecos, 1 royal pleco. You know, those guys always in hiding. Guys, I don't know, some of you all may realize I did do some rearranging in this tank as well. Yeah, I put this driftwood here, more so for the pleco benefit. They were always feeding, grazing on this one. I introduced another upright one, and I moved I had a pink decoration in there. Try to make it look a little more real, but it does have some, skeleton decoration, the kind of bridge decoration. Some of those things still exist. Yeah. So what are the lessons learned here? Zebra danios and tiger barbs, I am saying that's the best combination, especially if you're operating in a tank that is not oversized, and the tiger barbs could easily get other fishes. You may be able to push it with other fishes once the tank size is right, meaning more than 55 gallon in this case, probably have 75 gallon, you may be able to put some other fish, but I won't necessarily do it because tiger barbs generally like to fin nip, and not all fish want to be, nipped and harassed in that kind of way. That's just the truth. I think they could do well with cichlids, so they may be able to do well with cichlids, but outside of that, those more docile fish, not a plan. Now, lastly, do these tiger barbs breed in captivity? Sure they do, and I'm sure breeders have been able to successfully breed them. For me, however, I've never seen any babies. The way how these guys nip, I'm sure if they did breed in here, they would have eaten the fry. Yeah, I believe they would have eaten the fry. But who knows? And then when you look at how some of them like pair up, I would notice some of them are around each other in a different way. I would see mating dances, mating kind of rituals taking place, but I've never seen any young tiger barbs. So, do they breed in captivity? I'm sure they do. Have they bred with me? No. So that's it. I wish I could have seen the plecos. Guys, this is the royal pleco. He has a new hiding space. He usually would have been hanging out by the driftwood. But after I did some rearranging, I put this big rock in the corner, way in the corner of the tank. He has relocated to that vicinity. I have to come at the side of take a side view angle shot of the tank to see him now. And the two zebra plecos, they continue to remain hidden. They only come out once the lights are off in this tank. I also noticed some weird, well, it seems weird with the eyes of a couple of these tiger barbs too. Look like if the eyes bulging a bit. I don't know if that's because of all the violent behaviors with them. Probably nipped an eye. Who knows? But this particular emerald one seems to have a slight deformity. If you look at him carefully, he's a contortionist type thing about him, but having said that, it's not preventing him from living his best life. But again, this tail nipped original tiger barb, brown tiger barb, I mean, that's a big chunk of that tail, and it's not growing back. Does that grow back, guys? So I don't know what would have did that level of injustice, but the only thing that capable of that in this tank is its fellow tiger barb. So I don't know. For Pleco to do that, he would have had to be stationary, and these tiger barbs don't remain stationary for long. So that's it, guys. Number of takeaways. Until the next one. Ciao.
subscribe to my channels.